Hi, welcome to Kansas DOT's Mastering Open Roads Designer training series. In this training topic, we're going to be learning about the corridor point naming convention that KDOT developed for their initial Open Roads Designer deployment. We'll start by taking a look at why consistent corridor point naming is a best practice in roadway design and why it's so important for KDOT roadway design projects. Then we'll take a closer look at the naming convention itself and some of the standard values that have been developed for different pieces of corridor point names. And then we'll finish the topic with a look at different examples of how the naming convention is applied. But before we get started, let's take a look at some of the other resources that are available to you on this topic. So first and foremost, we have KDOT's corridor point naming convention guidance document. That is the definitive source about the naming convention. This video recording, this training is really just a supplement to that document. This is just an introduction, if you will, to the naming convention itself and how it works. For detailed information, absolutely you should be referring to the point naming convention guidance document. In addition to that, there are some publicly available courses on Bentley Learn. There's 2 learning paths associated with roadway design ORD that I'd like to refer you to. The first one is the fundamentals path. It's for newer users to ORD, and there's a training course within it called Using and Editing Templates. And also the intermediate path for roadway design in ORD. There's several courses there about best practices and how to really take your understanding of roadway design and ORD to the next level. Okay, so why is it considered good practice to have consistent corridor point naming in your roadway designs? Well, actually, I think I'd argue that it's good practice for all your design data to be consistent and to be following standards, and there's several good reasons why. First off, and probably most importantly, it's easier to achieve consistent design output when we're developing and structuring our design data in a consistent way. And consistent design output has historically been a very high priority in our design processes and workflows. In addition to that, there are collaborative benefits to consistency in your design data. It's easier to understand somebody else's work. And when we're dealing with, when we're working in a project, we have multiple people working together on the same design concept, or maybe we're picking up somebody else's work that they already started. If we have a consistent way of developing our design data and there's consistency in its content and structure, it's easier to understand work that was done by others and pick it up and carry it forward. Finally, consistency in the data creates opportunities for greater efficiencies through automation or possibly customization, advancing workflows and workflow efficiencies. So definitely these are all really good reasons to be looking at consistency in your design data as a best practice and a goal for your design processes, and absolutely that applies to corridor point naming as well. Please continue to video number 2, where we continue the discussion about the benefits of consistent corridor point naming.